Hi there, welcome to the Virtual Y. My name is Maureen, and this is strength. I got a 30-minute strength workout for you today. I'm in for Linda. What I got for my equipment today is 3 sets of hand weights. I have a heavy, a medium, and a light set for me today, as well as a mat and some water. Now, if you do not have all these weights at home, here's what I want you to do. For the exercises where it would be ideal to have a bigger weight than you have, really focus on that form and execution so that you can get a little bit more out of what you're doing. If your weight is heavier than what would be ideal, go ahead, set that weight down and focus on the contractions, focus on that form and execution. So always focusing on form and execution. This is a quick workout. I'm going to start the music. We're going to get warmed up and get this show on the road. All right, warm-up time is always a really good time to check in with your body. What is it that you have to give to this workout today? What do you need to get out of this workout today? Let's take a big breath in and release. We're going to wake up our bodies, bring our minds and bodies together. One more time, arms come up overhead, leave them up there, and stretch through the sides of the body. As you tap out your toes, change that reaching to a turn and reach. We got 4, 3, 2, last set back to up and overhead, right there. Couple more here. Last one, and march it out. We're going to open up the chest, bring your hands behind you, clasp the hands, and open the chest a little bit more. Keep the feet moving. Bring the arms in front and press out. Go ahead and stop the feet from moving. Set yourself up nice and stable. Arms come up and over and down to the sides. We're going to come up and down. Wake up the shoulders. Drive your elbows back behind your rib cages. All right, last one. Stay with this wider stance, hands to the hips, and little squats. Just a micro squat. Reaching your butt back, initiating that squat from the hips. Knees stay behind the toes. Couple more. Now go down a little bit deeper. Add arms up and overhead. So we do want the heart rate up a little bit. Couple more like this. Last one. Then 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and lift and lower. Opening up the ankles, loosening up that joint. Couple more here. Last one. Pull this foot in and shift back and bring your toes up and get a nice stretch through the hamstrings. We're going to come down and up. Dynamic stretch and also some hip stabilization. 4, 3, 2, last one, and other foot forward, other foot back. Let's loosen up through the ankles, rolling up to the toes and pressing down. Getting that ankle joint nice and loose. Keep your chest open. And last one, bring that back foot in and shift. Coming down and up, getting that dynamic stretch through the hamstrings. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to pause here, step it out wide, toes are out, and bring the arms up and press down. Go again. Arms come up and press down. Open the chest, reach behind, drop your shoulders down, and come down and up into a plie. All right, we're going to hit it. Come down and up. Every time you come up, I want you to squeeze your inner legs together. We're going to do a little time under tension. Knees are out, toes are out, hips are stable and dropping down toward the floor. Then lift it up, little pulses in. Squeeze your inner legs. Feel those inner legs working. Keep the shoulders down. There's a string pulling you up to the sky. We got 4, 3, 2, last one. Drop it down. One heel comes up. We're going to drop down and up. Little pulses. Right away, getting those inner legs in on this game. Bring your arms out to the side, and we're going to lift, lift. working the deltoids. We got 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop it down. Other heel comes up, down and up right here. So we're working that calf. Got the ankles in here, shoulders stay down. We got a couple more. Add those deltoid raises, lift and lower, lift. Actually, push up with your deltoids. All right, couple more. Last one, and walk your feet in. Come into a nice wide stance. Toes are forward, and right away go down into those squats. Hands are coming up overhead. Reach it up. Your butt goes back. Let's wake up our quads and drop it down for 3, 2, 1, and lift, drop down. 3, 2, 1, go up. 2 more times. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and shake it out right there. Shake out your quads. Did your quads wake up? Let's wake up our glutes. All right, little hamstring curls. Stretch out through the quads. And pause here. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. That back heel is gonna lift up. That back knee drives down and up. Stand up tall. Your abs are engaged. Your hips are stable. All right, 3, 2, 1, and lift, drop down. 3, 2, 1, lift up through that glute in the back. 1, 2, 3, lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Check it out. I'm adding a little tricep press right there. One more set. Push and shake it out. All right, other side. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Heel is up. Drop your knee down and up. You're still standing tall. Chest is open. Head reaching up for the sky. Shoulders are down. We add those pulses right here. Drop it down. 3, 2, 1, lift. 3, 2, 1, lift. Again. 3, 2, 1, lift. As you are lifting, press your triceps back. 3, 2, 1, press. Last one. And press it out, shake it out. So we should probably feel our legs pretty well. We're gonna move up and grab our heaviest weights. But first, I need to grab some water. You grab some too. Grab the heaviest weights that you have. Basic bicep curls. Step into a stable position. Toes are forward, knees are soft. Shoulders are gonna come up and back and down. Palms are forward, little presses up. Every time you're coming up, you are contracting. Your abs are engaged, so your back doesn't arch and it doesn't round. If you want a little more stabilization, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, split stance position. All right, we're gonna add a little time under tension. Lift it up, slow down. Halfway, all the way, slow back down. Halfway, all the way, nice and slow back down. If you are in your split stance position, switch which foot is forward and which foot is back. Here we go again. Up, slow back down. Again, up, nice and slow. One more like this. Halfway, all the way, nice and slow. Now single it out. Woo, it's getting harder. Stick with me. We got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring that weight down. Hold on to one weight. We're gonna work opposing muscles. We got our triceps. One heavy weight. Lift it up. Drop your shoulders down. Elbows are forward. Check in with your lower back and drop down. Press up. Same thing as with those biceps. You can come into a split stance position. Press up. Right there. We're gonna do a little time under tension here. Shoulders are down, elbows are pointing out, abs are active. All right, here's that time under tension. Drop it down right there. Pulse it up. Little pulses. We got 4 more like this. Then Then we're going to change up that pattern right here. Come down, lift up. 1, 2, 3, drop it down. 1, 2, 3, bring it down behind you. Now, watch your head. You're still keeping your head nice and tall. Bring it down. 1, 2, 3. All right, single it out. Press. If you start getting tired, you're lifting up through your legs. Remember, this is a short workout, so we're gonna push it hard. Got a lot to do in a short period of time, but it's really worth it. All right, we got 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're moving back down to the lower body. Take that weight, that heaviest weight that you got, we're gonna use it like it's a kettlebell. I'm gonna step out nice and wide and making space. I'm gonna take this kettlebell, big kettlebell, bring it down, shoulders are down. I want you to engage your abs and think about your quads working and just start doing this little swing. Now check it out. This weight is going forward, but I am not lifting it. This is what it looks like lifting. Here is what it looks like bringing it up with momentum. Did you know that you could do kettlebell moves with a weight at home? Let's do this kettlebell swing right here. Push it up. I want you to think about lower body working. Heart rate is gonna go up. We're gonna stick with this for a little while. Get the heart rate up while we are getting stronger. Push up through your glutes, through your quads. You got this. Can we go 10 more seconds? Of course we can. So we can do anything for 10 seconds. Keep it up. And here's our break, and you'll know that you are using your lower body if when you stop, that weight keeps on moving. Let's move our feet. Blow your air out and take that weight in your hands. We're gonna come and do around the world. Our head is the world. Really thinking about the shoulders as going around. Now, check in with your core. You got soft bends in the knees. Toes are forward, hips are stable. When you're reaching up and around and behind, lower back is not arched. Couple more here. And release. Hang on to that weight. Step it out nice and wide. Externally rotate. Toes are out and drop down right here. We're gonna do a little waist work. Now, my upper body is moving. My lower body is stable. Check it out. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to the center, drop down, lift it up. Go again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down and lift. Last one. And drop down and lift. Go ahead, set that heavier weight down. Let's grab some water and we're gonna move on. Still working on hip stabilization. I'm gonna grab my medium-sized weights, but not my light. I want a little more challenge than my light weights would give me with this, but the heavy weights would be just a little too hard. I got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, heels on the floor. Now check out your alignment. Toes are facing forward, hips are facing forward, front knee bends, and you hinge and stay in this position. Right away, when you got your weights next to you, your hips have to stabilize. Bring your weights forward and drive your elbows back. Now you know what I'm doing. Make sure you are hinged forward. Find a spot on the floor that's down and slightly ahead. During that push, pull back. Drive your elbows. All right, we got 4 here. 3, 2. Last one, bring it in, bring it down. I'm gonna drop down my knee, drop down one weight, and step back a little further. Bring this weight in front, and I'm gonna come down and up. Every time I come up, I'm squeezing my glute. I've got 4, 3, 2. Last one, drop it down. Little pulses here for 8. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, still working on this hip stabilization. I got one weight here. I'm gonna come down, press up, down and press straight up. Blow your air out at the top. All right, we got 5 more to go. 4, woo, 3, 2, last one. Take this weight. We're gonna drop down and do that again. So transferring that weight under your leg. You can do it above your leg. Last one. And bring it in. Whew, shake it out. Grab your other weight. Coming back to the beginning. Other foot forward, other foot back. Toes are facing forward. Back heel is down. Standing up tall and hinge forward. Drive back. Elbows. Going straight back. Going past your rib cage. Find that spot on the floor that's down and slightly ahead. I feel this too. Last one right there. We're going to take one weight and set it down. Bring it to this side. We're going down and up and do a little press. Down, press. Feeling all that stabilization. 4 more. Last one, and let's do a little pulse in between. And we're gonna do that drop and weight transfer. Every time you're coming up, you're using this front quad to push you up. Everything is stable. We're gonna do this one more time and pause, shake it out, water break real quick. Set your weight down, grab your water, and blow your air out. So hopefully, in addition to you working your muscles, your heart rate is up a little bit. And we're gonna grab our weights and step into this powerful position. Toes are forward, we're nice and stable. Bend at the elbows and start lifting and lowering. Lift up. And I want you to think about that you are pressing up through your deltoids. That's right there. All right, we're gonna add a little time under tension. Here we go. For 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1. Lift. 2, 3, and down. One more time. Single it out right here. We got 4. Just 4, but it's a little harder once you've added that time under tension. Last one. Bring it down. Weights are in front. Bring your feet together. We're gonna work our hamstrings and our glutes. I'm gonna do a deadlift. Come down using your butt and your hamstrings. Pull back up. Go again. Down 2 and up 2. Bring your head and neck in alignment. Every time you're coming up, your knees are staying straight but not locked. Your elbows are straight but not locked. Your shoulders are down out of the ears. And your head and neck is in alignment. Every time you're lifting up, you are squeezing through your glutes. Let's add on here. We come down, open up, and up, down. Open, press down, lift up, go again, down. Open, squeeze a pencil at your spine. Lift it up. We got 4 more. 3. Last 2. And here's our last one. Stay down here and just lift and lower. Now the way that you keep your lower back from getting worked too hard is you lift up through the abs and you have this good hinge. Last one here. Bring it down. Lift up. Set these weights down. We are heading to the floor. Get your mat, get your towel, and get some water. We got just a little more time left, but a lot to still do. We're gonna start with head above the heart, since we got our heart rate up a little bit. Grab one small or medium weight or whatever weight you want, or none. We are gonna do some seated ab work and get a little work through obliques. All right, let's set this up. Heels to the floor. toes to the ceiling, and my legs are hip distance apart. Weights in your hands. We're gonna hold right here, 90-degree angle. We're gonna come down, push up, down, and push. Every time you're coming down, I want you to roll your back a little bit, squeeze your navel to the spine. 4, 3, 2, last one, and come up here, then rotate, nice and slow. Here's what you're thinking about. Your knees are pointing up toward the ceiling. Your toes are pointing up toward the ceiling. And as you rotate, it's all coming from the waist. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to the center. Little pulses up, pulse. Keep that weight right in front of you. 4, 3, 2, 1, and set one weight down. Hold one weight in front and rotate side to side, but I'm hinged back a little bit. Work through the waist. Same thing. Toes are pointing up toward the ceiling. Knees are pointing up toward the ceiling. All right, we're going to come to one side here. Little rotate center to side. Every time you turn, contract through your waist. Again. 2 more times. Last one here. All right, we're going to hit the other side. Turn, come back to the center. Turn. You're sitting up. And, well, you're not sitting up, but you are engaging your abs the whole time. Turn. Again. And trying to keep everything in the abs and out of the hip flexor. If you need to, come up taller if it's going too much in the hip flexor. Last one right here, and come back to the center. Go ahead. Set that weight down. Shake everything out. Reach back. Get a little stretch. Open up the chest. Open up the legs. And release. All right, we're heading down. And we got some bridges. You can bring a weight with you. I'll show you actually what that looks like. I'm going to grab one weight, or you can keep the weight out of the equation. I got my feet flat on the floor. Got my weight handy. Chin to the chest. And we're going to roll down. Hold here. If you want to do this with weights, have a weight handy. I'm going to come all the way down and lift and lower. Tucking the pelvis, reaching that pelvis up toward the ceiling, up toward the sky. Heels are in line with your sits bones. Up, then down, up, then down. All right, we are going to add on. Lift all the way up to a bridge, then pulse, 2, 3, and hover. But don't touch the floor on that hover. Hover here, lift 3, 2, 1, drop. You want more? You're going to have your fingers up toward the ceiling. 1, 2, 3. Now here's where you can add that weight. If you want a little more, drop it down. 1, 2, 3. Hover. 1, 2, 3. Knees stay stable. Quads stay stable. And we're working our glutes, and our abs are really engaged. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Now we do a little lower and lift. Lower and lift. So I'm not touching the floor. I hover, then I do a little lift. I'm not lifting all the way up. Couple more here. And last one. Hold it here. Pulse up. Really squeezing the glutes for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Lift all the way up. All the way up. Every time you come up, squeeze at your glutes. The last one, hold it right there. If you have that weight, we're going to hold it right here. If you don't have a weight, you're going to do the same movement just without weights. We're coming down and lift. Down, lift. Adding a little set of triceps. Now, you kind of got to listen to what I'm saying and not all of what I'm doing, just because I got this ponytail and I got this mic. But I want you to keep your head and neck in alignment and try not to let your chin migrate up toward the ceiling. We're going to lift up, hold here, hold up here. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads, engage your abs so the work's not in your lower back. And we're going to come down and press. Right there, you got those triceps working. All right, lift it up halfway, little pulses here. Feel those triceps. With or without weights, you can contract. Good form here. Holding up. We're going to bring this weight down and set it aside. Hands to the floor and come down one vertebra at a time and release. Bring one knee in, the other knee in. Bring your head up towards your knees. We're going to bring one foot down, one foot into tabletop. We got a little more abs to do. We are going to bring fingertips to the base of the skull and rotate and add that other knee. We got our bicycles. Navel squeeze down toward the floor. Elbows out. Every time you're doing that rotation, blow your air out. Press your heel forward. All right, we are almost there. 4, 3, 2, last one, and bring it in. Hold right here. Bring your hands to your shins and come on down. Open your legs a little bit and rock side to side. Get a little release through the lower back and come back to the center. Bring your feet together and we're going to do a little roll through the knees, through the hips, and reverse. Nice. Bring one foot down and we're going to flip over and come into tabletop position. I got hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's do a little back work. A little more back work. We're gonna come into arch, and then I want you to bring your chin to your chest, squeeze navel up to the spine, up under the rib cage, and take a breath and come back to the center to flat back. Let's do that again. Lift up, blow your air out, and come into flat back. Again, lift up and hold right here. Come back to the center. We're going to take one foot out, shifting the weight into one side and roll through. Getting that stretch through the calf and that movement through the ankle. And come back to the center. Other side. Press out and rolling forward and back. Very nice. Last one. We are going to come down to the side and stretch the quad. Sit up here. Lift up through your obliques. Take one leg and without arching your back, reach your foot and stretch through the quad. Press back, opening the hip and opening up the quad. We're going to come to the center. Cross your legs. Take a big breath in. And as you release, come forward so you get a nice stretch through the hips. Walk yourself back and roll up into seated position. Come to the other side. Lift up through your oblique on this side, and you're going to reach to this foot and open up. Watch that lower back. You are not arching the back. You're just pressing back, opening up the hip flexor, opening up the quad, and come up. Cross your legs the other way. Sit up tall. Take a big breath in and roll forward, getting that stretch through the hips. Hands to the floor. They can be here. It does not matter how far out you are. We're going to push back and restack our spine and come back up to the center. Bring one ear to one shoulder, other ear to the other shoulder, and come back to the center. Let's bring it on up. I like this weight coming up because I get a little extra stretch. I'm going to let my feet, my heels hover over the floor and push up and then walk up the front of the body. All right, let's take a big breath in and release it out. Take one arm across. Give yourself a pat on the back and press your palm out. Give a little release through the bicep. Other arm comes across. Little pat on the back, stretch through the tricep. Push out, stretch through the bicep. We're going to step out nice and wide and shift to one side. Remember that beginning. We got to stretch out that inner leg. Other side and stretch it out. Let's step in, open the chest, bring your heart to the sky, round the back and release. Take a big breath in and release. This has been 30 minutes of strength. Thank you for joining me. My name is Maureen, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. See you next time.